Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to the channel. Unlike any other channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, my channel exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe.
So let's get into today's video. In today's video, we are taking a look at Shadow Granbull in the Open Ultra League. I did make this Shadow Granbull, which is very XL, I think it's about level 45 or 46. Cost me over 500,000 dust, and I haven't really used it. I used it a little bit last season in the Premier Cup, so we're going to give it a try out. I'm personally not a massive fan of Charm. That's for two reasons. It generates energy really slowly and is a free turn move. I much prefer 1 or 2 turn moves, as using triple shadows I often look to catch charge moves. The issue is with a free turn move, if you're facing them on with a 2 turn move, which are really common, stuff like Giratina and Cresselia, it makes it very difficult to switch out, as only 1 in every 3 fast moves you're able to switch, because obviously you need your fast moves to align. If not, you're stuck in the fast move animation. However, with that said, we did get some really good sets for this team. So the team's going to be Shadow Granbull with Lapras and Swampert in the back. Lapras will be operating as the save switch in this video. And without any further ado, let's get straight into the battles. We will be leading Shadow Granbull for the duration of the video. And in game 1, we pick up a dreadful lead against Talonflame. Fire types resist Fairy, so we're going to have to get straight into our save switch. We save switch into Lapras, and they are now building up a lot of energy. I CMP time as Lapras loses, so if they Brave Bird us, which they do, they are now going to have to shield this Surf, as with their defense lowered by 2 stages, this would do massive damage. We do draw the shield and now expect them to switch out. They switch out into Swampert. This isn't really ideal for us, as we probably are in Mudshot down range. We do manage to get off a Surf, and with these added Ice Shard damage, we are getting them down below half health. Swampert does throw us energy as they don't commit to the farm down, which is great for us. Lapras does go down, and now I'm going to have to bring in Granbull and look to charm down before they get to 2 Hydro Cannons. So you can see there, they time their charge move well. We don't sneak a charm in. We're going to tank this first Hydro Cannon. It does huge damage. I'm looking to charm down. Unfortunately, I'm unable to do. I know this Granbull has no value against Talonflame, so I'm just going to sack it, and it's time to bring out the GOAT. Can the GOAT once again do GOAT things? In the back, they've got a Charmer, so we've got a 2 shielded Swampert, and it looks like we could completely get charmed down. So perhaps I've made a mistake. First Hydro Cannon comes through, gets the shield. I'm over farming. They bring in Talonflame. We now have a Wink on. You see me time my charge move quite poorly. However, I'm at 100 energy. We now go for an undercharge. The Wink on is going to be, can we Mud Shot down a Flyer? We're going to shield this move up as we got 2 shields. I'm going to commit to the farm down. You see I've got the back-to-back Hydro Cannon ready. We deny the charm. Back-to-back Hydro Cannon is going to be enough to take this game. The GOAT once again doing GOAT things. A bit of a crazy play. We undercharge, we get it right, and we manage to Mud Shot down Talonflame. GG to that opponent, off to a great start. In game 2, we pick up a lead against a rival Charmer. This is pretty bad, as obviously we are outbulked. They switch into Talonflame. I bring in Lapras. You might wonder why I bring in Lapras. Lapras can tank a Brave Bird, unlike Swampert, so I'm not as pressured to go for shields. So we do tank the first move, and it is the Flame Charge. I am now going to shield this Flame Charge up, as I know the opponent is going to have to give me 2 shields should they wish to maintain switch advantage. So I overfarm. You want to do 3 Ice Shards or 2 Incinerates. You only give away 1 free turn. The opponent knows they're going to have to go on 2 shields, and they actually let it go. I'm now at the back-to-back Surf, so we're putting a lot of pressure on this Clefable to shield. First Surf goes unshielded. I go for the back-to-back. Unfortunately, we do let a charm through. That is probably going to KO us. However, we get the second Surf off. We managed to get the Clefable really, really low. Let's see what they're saving 2 shields for in the back. In the back is a Jirachi. So once again, charge move timing is going to be key. We deny the confusion the first time round. We get this Hydro Cannon. Swampert is going to have to get to 3 moves. This is going to be a Doom Desire, which is resisted, but you can see these Confusion have absolutely shredded us. Swampert's lack of bulk now is going to perhaps cost us. I should have went for the CMP there. I know I am going to survive this move, but we are so low. So I do 2 mud shots for a confusion, as it's 2 turns versus 4 turns. So it should align. We let the confusion through, and unfortunately that is going to cost us the game. No confusion comes through there. We'd get the second Hydro Cannon off and we take that game. However, we deny unsuccessfully and we lose game 2. So I think there, I probably should have tried to CMP on the original charge move, then I could have went straight for the confusion, the Hydro Cannon the next time. However, you live and learn. In game 3, we pick up a dreadful lead. Alola Muck run in Snarl like they used to. Charmers were pretty good, as obviously Muck takes neutral. Running Poison Jab is a pretty dreadful matchup. We say swap into Lapras, and we are met with Obstagoon. What's even worse, this Obstagoon is running Cross Chop. So this is probably the Home Slice Henry triple dark team that he has been using recently. We've got no chance of maintaining or regaining switch, so we're going to have to allow our Lapras to go down. We're now in a rough spot, as I believe they have got Scrafty in the back. So the lack of alignment here is what the issue is. So we bring back out Granbull. I did try and catch the move. Once again, like I said, the charge moves don't, the fast moves don't align. However, this is great for us. We can tank this acid spray. The Muck now is dry on energy. And now Swampert gets a mud shot lead on this Scrafty. They haven't even baited the foul play. They're just going to try and pop through Swampert. So I let the first one through. I'm trying to deny a counter. I do it unsuccessfully. However, we are loaded full of energy. First Hydro Cannon gets the shield. Once again, I'm looking to get the denial. We get the denial successfully this time. Second Hydro Cannon coming through. This does huge damage to Scrafty. I know this is a pop. It's absolutely brutal. I hate shielding a pop, but it has to be done, as I need to get one more charge move to get the last shield. If we get the last shield here, the opponent has gifted us the match. We do manage to get the last shield. I switch into Granbull. They switch out into Alola Muck. The close combat is locked and loaded. Close combat comes through, takes out the Muck, and we charm down Scrafty for the win. You can see there the lack of alignment didn't matter, as the opponent made a mistake by shielding. GG's to that opponent. You've got to take those. Moving on into game 4 of the video. We actually pick up a good lead here against Obstagoon. We're hitting this thing for super effective, and their counter is resisted. They switch out into Cresselia, and now I'm pretty lost as what to do, as Cresselia beats the whole team. I've hardly seen a Cresselia this season due to all the double dark teams. What's even worse is they're running Grass Knot. So I stay in and I go for this Crunch. We get the shield, and now I switch out into Lapras. Due to it being so low on HP, I now can tank a few moves and hopefully maintain alignment. We did sneak an Ice Shard, which is great for us. I'm expecting at some stage for them to try and switch back out into the Obstagoons. I am holding my energy. Once again, we get another Ice Shard through. And you can see the Cresselia actually stays in, so I go for this Surf. Surf comes through. Unfortunately, isn't enough damage. A bit of a miscalculation on my part, but we're at their back-to-back. They're not going to shield. They're already down one shield. And the great thing here is that our Lapras has absolutely no HP to be farmed. 2 counters come through. I'm waiting at my switch timers. They are misaligned. However, I believe it has now popped up. It has popped up, so they bring in Talonflame. Swampert up shields in a great position to sweep. I believe the wink on here for the opponent is to get the Brave Bird through when we're up 2 shields. So I do shield the first move. We correctly shield the bird. And now at this stage, all we've got to do is get to the back-to-back. This Hydro Cannon will grab the shield, which it does. And as we're at the back-to-back, this second Hydro Cannon is going to be more than enough to take out a debuffed Talonflame. Back in comes the Obstagoon, and at this stage, it is looking like a GG. We're not going to shield up anything the Obstagoon throws. Night Slash comes through. We get down to around a third of health. Hydro Cannon is going to do big damage. Like you can see there, my switch timer pops back up, and we're looking to charm down for the win. Whatever this Obstagoon does throw, it's not going to KO, and that charm you saw go through is going to KO. So we managed to take that game. Now, moving on into the next battle. Let's see if we can finish the set in a strong fashion. We have, once again, a rival mirror charm match. This, like I've said previously, isn't great, as due to our lack of bulk, we just get out bulked. So I do switch out into Lapras, once banking a fair bit of energy. This Sylveon is throwing. I am going to shield. I don't really like to shield my Lapras, but the fact they are staying in, I think they've got double charm. When you've got a double charm team, you do really need to use your shields when you can, because if you don't, you are going to lose with 2 shields. They switch out into a water type, and this is not really great for us. We're hitting for resisted ice shard damage, and these surfs are resisted. However, you can see the Shadow Lapras does do a lot more damage than the regular. We've got this down below half health, and we actually get to yet another last minute surf. The opponent now is going to be pressured to start shielding. Once again, they don't shield, so I switch out into Granbull and look to snipe. I snipe successfully. They bring in the original charm, which has no HP, and in the back is a Clefable. I am going to go for this crunch, looking for the debuff. We don't get the debuff. The Clefable is at around 75% health, so unfortunately they're not in Hydro Cannon range. They've got 2 shields, so once again we are expecting Swampert to get to 3 moves. You want to go for 7 mud shots here. That is the safest play, as it's 14 turns versus 15 turns. You see I deny the charm. Once again I deny the charm, and it looks like we have managed to clutch out this game. You can see now that I don't have to deny a charm, just have to get to the move. So if I would have let any charms through, I would have actually lost. You can see Swampert is in 1 charm range. So we did manage to go 4-1 in that set, and we're now bringing you 2 bonus battles. You pick up, in this game, one of the worst leads you can possibly see. We switch out into Lapras, and we're met with a really hard counter once again. Escavalier resists ice due to its steel typing, and they're hitting us with super effective with counter. However, these surfs do quite a lot of damage. I don't let any counter through, which is great. I'm really hoping that I get to this second surf, and on 1 HP and a dream, best buddy, level 41 Lapras, it's not even XL, manages to draw a shield. So it now looks like at least we've gained some shield advantage in the mid game. I wait out my switch time and I bring back out Granbull. Charm is resisted, so we are actually going to get a nice bit of energy together here. I'm not going to shield the Granbull, as they've obviously got that Nidoqueen in the back. We managed to successfully charm down. I'm now spamming out Swampert. Swampert is now met with an Alolan Ninetales. It's on Powder Snow, which is equally bad for us. They're really spamming. We have got 2 shields. I'm going to let the first one go through, as I haven't built up to the Gleam. You can see we're already down below half health. We are in a rough position. Can the GOAT once again clutch out this game? Hydro Cannon gets the Ninetales quite low. We do CMP tie. I'm going to shield this up, so at least we don't let any Powder Snows through. And now I'm over farming as much as possible. We deny a Powder Snow. I believe they're on a 4 cycles. We throw 1 turn before they get to their move. They actually shield it up, and we actually win CMP. And Swampert here is going to be able to take out this Ninetales. However, it is now deep in the red. This is going to be a Poison Fang. However, I am going to shield it, as I think the resisted poison jabs, even with a defense D-drop, isn't going to be enough to take us out, which is not. Hydro Cannon is going to do huge damage. They're now really low. I switch out into Granbull, and we manage to charm down the poison type. Nidoqueen, get out of here. Moving on into bonus battle 2. We pick up a lead against Venusuar. I'm running a Charmer, double water. So probably Venusuar is about the worst thing you can possibly see. Hence, I am staying in. We are going to have to shield absolutely everything. I don't even think they need a Sludge Bomb, as Frenzy Plant, being such a great move, would probably KO. Unlike stuff like Clefable, Granbull really doesn't have any bulk. We managed to get a shield back with the crunch, and we've got this thing really low. I do double shield, and the opponent switches out into Empoleon. I don't think this Granbull's got any more play, so I do go for the close combat. If the opponent wants to call a bait, they will get 1 shot. So now we do manage to successfully draw the last shield, and we bring in Lapras. This is a pretty painful matchup. However, Lapras tanks the charge moves a lot better than Swampert. Even the resisted charms did do a nice bit of chip damage to the Empoleon. They can at least hit us for neutral with Drill Pecks. We can't hit them for anything but resisted, but our bulk is far superior to them, and you can see these Shadow Surfs do quite a lot of damage. This now is going to get them really low, which it does. and the opponent is going to have to throw their energy to take us out. This is actually fantastic for us because now we can come in and mudshot the remaining HP down. They've just dumped their energy, so we are going to take some waterfall damage. However, they aren't going to get to a charge move. That Venusuar once again has also thrown its energy, so I go straight for this Hydro Cannon to take it out. The Granbull did enough charm damage, put it in Hydro Cannon range. It's all going to depend what's in the back. And in the back is a Melmetal. So even though we picked up a really rough lead, we picked up a switch that we are going to struggle with, especially in the Zero Shield. We managed to clutch that game. So, this team, would I recommend it? Yeah, I've actually gained around 180 points for this team. I did run it for 7 sets, which is probably a lot more sets than I would normally run a team for. I really wanted to try and get better using a 3-turn fast move. Like you can see there, I did still struggle, as I don't really like being stuck in that fast move animation. However, everyone's playstyle is different, and a lot of people do like their more oppressive fast moves. So if that is your style of play, I would recommend pairing up these 3 Pokemon. However, like I said, you have got 2 Mon using 3-turn fast moves with Ice Shard and Charm, so it is a bit more difficult to align fast moves. However, you do manage to sneak a few in here and there, and with such oppressive moves like Ice Shard and Charm, that is pretty nice. So, I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.